we trust in you, Jesus. You're all, you're all, you're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you, we're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you, we're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust, we trust, we trust in you, Jesus. You're all, you're all, you're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you, we're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you, we're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust, we trust, we trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you, we're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. And we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you, trusting in you. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you, trusting in you, trusting in you. We're trusting in you, we're trusting in you.
Hey guys!
Yo, Mo!
What a great time we had yesterday at our drive-through offering parade. I hope you were able to make it, and I enjoyed seeing so many of your faces. We've missed you so much this week. It's day 5 here of our virtual VBS on the Rocky Railway, and even though things are coming to a close, we still have a lot of fun stuff planned today. First up, we're going to go over and meet our buddy. He's got some pretty big antlers, and he's ready to tell us all about God's power.
I heard everyone was steaming ahead with the last day of Rocky Railway. Glad you're here. I'm Lawrence Elk. Not a moose, not a ram, but an excellent elk. Male elks are called bulls, and me and my bull buddies like to hang out way up in the Rocky Mountains. In the winter, we move down where we can find grass. But in the spring and summer, we head for the hills. It's important that we stick together with the herd. Some elk herds are as big as 400 friends. Although my antlers are big and strong, female elk or babies don't have these. And a hungry bear is hard to fight off. Speaking of these amazing antlers, they are pretty incredible if I do say so myself. Sometimes they come in handy when other herds get too close to mine, or I need to show another bull that I'm in charge. Yeah, sometimes we butt heads, even in our happy herd. But I try not to get too attached. Literally, they fall off every year and I grow a new set. How cool is that? God also gave me a unique power to help me communicate with the herd. That's called bugling. It's a little like roaring and whistling at the same time. It keeps my herd close together where we can be safe. Our herd even has scouts, a few elk who stand watch while others graze. We have to look out for each other. Do you have friends who look out for you? Friends you like to call out to when you're sad or silly, happy or hurting? Or do you sometimes butt heads with your buddies? Maybe you need the power to forgive and love a friend when you're not getting along. You don't have to do that all by yourself. Jesus gives you his power to help be a good friend. Jesus gave this powerful command in the Bible. Love each other in the same way I have loved you. If you're butting heads with your buddies and not getting along, you can trust Jesus' power and follow his words. Jesus' power helps us be good friends. Trust Jesus.
Wow, you guys, what a cool animal Lawrence was. And I just love how he reminds us of our theme for today, which is Jesus' power helps us be good friends. And maybe you're thinking, how can I be a good friend? Well, maybe when you go back to school, you can be bold and stand for what's right or stand for your friends that need you. And that's why we're going to sing Lions, because remember, lions are bold. So I'll see you later for one last song.
Today we live, today we breathe, today we know that we are strong when we are weak. Today we trust, we overcome, take every chain that kept us slaves and throw them off. We're not waiting for permission, we defy our inhibition, like our middle name is fearless, son of red. If we're gonna fly, we fly like eagles, arms out wide. If we're gonna fear, we fear no evil. We will rise. By your power we will go. By your spirit we are bold. If we're gonna stand, we stand as giants. If we're gonna walk, we walk as lions. Today we live, today we breathe, today we know that we are strong when we are weak. Today we trust, we overcome, take every chain that kept us slaves and throw them off. We're not waiting for permission, we defy our inhibition, like our middle name is fearless, unafraid. If we're gonna fly, we fly like eagles, arms out wide. If we're gonna fear, we fear no evil. We will rise. By your power we will go. By your spirit we are bold. If we're gonna stand, we stand as giants. If we're gonna walk, we walk as lions.
What a fun time we've been having, and the fun isn't about to end anytime soon. I hope that you enjoyed getting to meet Lawrence and then getting to sing Lions with Katie and the crew. Up next, we're headed over to Bible Adventures with Pastor Michael and Philip. Join us.
Hey crew, welcome back to Bible Adventures. I'm Pastor Michael and this is...
I'm Philip.
Yeah, we're so glad to have you today. Before we get started, we want to repeat our theme and our memory verse. It's just a great way to remind us of what's happening at VBS today. So I'm going to read the theme and then we're going to say it together, all right? Our theme for today is Jesus' power helps us be good friends. And I want you to say it with me. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Jesus' power helps us be good friends. That's an awesome truth that we're going to learn more about in just a minute. And so let's remember our memory verse today because it's very important. Here's our memory verse. I'm going to read it and then we're going to say it together. Love each other in the same way I have loved you. John 15:12. All right, let's say it together. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Love each other in the same way as I have loved you. John 15:12. Today we're going to talk about that Jesus' power helps us to be good friends. In fact, it's even more than that. Jesus' power helps us to be a part of a forever family. Yesterday, we talked about believing in Jesus and following him. One of the coolest things that happens when we believe in Jesus is that Jesus makes us part of his family called the church. The church is a group of people who love Jesus, who follow Jesus, and let Jesus live in their life and do awesome things like worship and missions, and they go and tell other people about Jesus and all sorts of awesome things. And I love being a part of Jesus' forever family. I love church. We have a great church family here. And one of the things that I love about the church is how loving and kind and welcoming our church family is. Philip, what about you? What do you love about church?
I like that people love me enough to tell me the truth, even when it's hard to hear.
Yeah, that's important to be a part of a forever family. And so what we want you to know, I want you to think about is, if you've believed in Jesus, have you become part of his forever family? Are you a part of a church? If you come here, has you and your family ever joined and become a part of our forever family? And if you don't have a church home, maybe you want to think about that, how to become a part of Jesus' forever family. And as we close today, I want you to remember this. The best part of this is that anyone can become a believer. Did you know that? Jesus welcomes everybody. Red and yellow, black and white, they're all precious in his sight, and we want them to be a part of his forever family here at Central. And that means you. And when you become a believer, God gives you the Holy Spirit. That means you're filled with God's power to do amazing things, just like the very first church believers in Jesus' day. I love being a believer. It's awesome. And I hope that you'll be a believer just like me. Thank you guys for being here this week, and we hope that you've learned a lot about Jesus and his power and his love for you. And we can't wait to see you again next year. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, Michael and Philip, for such a powerful lesson. We have learned so many wonderful truths this week. Let's review them. On Monday, we learned that Jesus' power helps us do hard things. On Tuesday, we learned that Jesus' power gives us hope. On Wednesday, we learned that Jesus' power makes us bold. Yesterday, we learned that Jesus' power lets us live forever. And today, we learned that Jesus' power helps us be good friends. How awesome is that? By Jesus' power, we can do many things and we can live this life well. Well, it's been an honor and a pleasure to lead you in worship. And even though our journey is coming to an end, I want to encourage you, your journey with Jesus is not over yet. It's just starting. And we have the hope that he goes with you everywhere you go. So why don't you sing this song with me, Everywhere I Go? And I will see you guys next year. Love you guys. Bye.
Everywhere I go on this road, high and low, where I go with you. So I won't be afraid, this my home, come what may. Where I go with you. Where I go with you. There's a spirit I cannot contain. There's a spirit I cannot contain. The same power that raised Jesus up from the grave. The same spirit I cannot contain. Everywhere I go on this road, high and low, where I go with you. So I won't be afraid, this my home, come what may. Where I go with you. Your fire in my soul, your kingdom is my home, and I don't walk alone. Everywhere I go on this road, high and low, where I go
everybody. It's been such a fun last day of VBS, and it was so great to see all of you yesterday at our parade. I loved all of your crazy hair, and I loved to see your faces, and I'm so proud of how much you guys have raised. Here's how much you raised this week. It's so amazing that when we all work together, we can really accomplish a lot. And this is going to go a long way to help the Baptist Children's Home continue in the mission that Jesus has given them.
That's right. And thanks, Miss Heather. And guys, now it's the time you've all been waiting for, where we get to see which one of these two get a pie in their face. Who's it going to be? Drum roll! Oh, it looks like the girls raised the most amount of money, so that means Michael gets the pie! 3, 2, 1, pie him! That's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Rocky Railway. We have had such an amazing week. I can't wait until next year, and hopefully we'll get to see you live and in person. But until then, I hope that you remember that everywhere you go, Jesus is with you. He gives you hope. He makes you bold, and he helps you to be a good friend. Bye, guys.
Bye.